Right. Big hit, bounce. Big hit, bounce. Might make you remember in December of last year, Big Bones had a badge there. Yeah. And it came away fast. Yeah. Yeah. You got to get that thing, bang, bang. And the boys from down south going bang, bang. Tell that to who we just beat up on. Texas A&M. The boys from down south going bang, bang. Hey, Ohio State, the boys from down south going bang, bang. Going bang, 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 bang. Hit them. Hey, yo, welcome to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke, The Luke Show. I am 1 year older. You gotta fucking love it. Y'all tell everybody to come on in. Just tell them all to come on in. This is gonna be a good show. This is gonna be a great show today. Just bring your happy hands in. This is going to be a great show. I got my drink. I don't drink anymore. It's a cocktail. Not necessarily a cocktail. It is a ginger ale with a little bit of a splash of cranberry. Hey, listen, man. Listen. This is going to be a good show today, boy. Listen. I don't know how many times to say listen, but it's going to be good. We're going to have us a good time. I hope y'all here. Go online right now. Go somewhere. Tell somebody. Tell them Uncle Luke is live on the air. I'm back. I was supposed to be on yesterday, but it was my birthday. It was my birthday. It was my birthday. My birthday. It was my birthday. My birthday. It's my birthday. Yes, it was my birthday. And my birthday was actually horrible. But us here in South Florida, we get to have a birthday all year. Not all year, but all week, all month. We celebrate all month. It's Capricorn season, baby. Shouts out to all my Capricorn people. All the Capricorns in the building. You know, I start that shit off. I started off, Caps. I start it off all the time. A round of applause for all the Capricorns. Yes, you got to love it. Hey, look here. Let me just say this. When you're the first at anything, like I'm the first person to start hip-hop in the South, I'm the first person to put the parental advisory sticker on the record, I'm the first person to produce a explicit lyric album, I'm the first person to start off the Capricorn season as Capricorns, I'm the first person to, it's a lot of things I'm the first doing. I just fucking love it. We on Instagram. Hey, Instagram people. Hello. This is Uncle Luke. We're live on all our platforms. Because I missed yesterday and I'm 1 year older that I just forgot about the actual monologue and starting off the show. Let me just back this shit up because I'm all excited that I made another year. You know, it's hard for people to make another year. Motherfuckers is dying every day. They're unaliving. I can't say. They're unaliving every day. So I'm so happy to be here another day. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, let me just say this. And for everybody who made another year and everybody who get ready to make another year, you know, birthday, whether it's birthday or year, whatever it may be, I'm just so Be blessed and be happy. But let me just start the show off. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all on all my different platforms. I'm on Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One. We're on Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One. We're on YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. And I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe over there. And we're also people. We are on Facebook. How's everybody doing over there on Facebook? I know y'all over there, all the old people on Facebook. It's old people on Facebook. I swear to God, them people are old as fuck on Facebook. You know, when you get, let me tell you this, when you get a Facebook DM, it is like, it reminds you that you're old. But you know, I'm old, but I can't do the bullet wounds. I can't do the big old look old. I don't, you know what I mean? I can't do look old. You know, there's some 50-year-olds that look 30. There's some 55s that look 40. There's some 40s that look 20. That's me. Don't send me no bad body bullet wound in my DM on Facebook. I love y'all, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? And on Instagram, everybody got a BBL on Instagram. It's just BBL City on Instagram. They got BBLs for days on Instagram. I don't even understand why y'all got so many BBLs over there. Everybody is a model. Everybody doing it big. Everybody got bling. Everybody got diamonds and all that. So I just don't even pay the people on Instagram in the DM any because they're just selling stuff over there. They're selling all kinds of product, and not in the TikTok shop. They're selling bodies, you know, and I don't want to be a part of the body control. So don't stop sending me DMs over there because I'm not a simp. I'm actually a player from the Himalayas. I'm the one who started all this shit. I'm the one who started all of it. I'm the one who started all of it. Another first people to introduce you to the strip club here in Miami. So please don't. I'm not a mark. I'm not a simp. I'm not a trick. No. I don't have them type of problems. And then on Twitter, X, and changed the name God knows how many times, Elon Musk. They just need to call that shit Elon Musk. Y'all over there, y'all something special. It's full of FBAs who say they're Foundation of Black Americans, but they're really not. They're really not. They're supported by white supremacist Steve Bannon black group who cape as FBA's Foundation of Black Americans. Shouts out to all the Foundation of Black Americans. I love y'all. The ones who are not bought and paid for by Steve Bannon, y'all give them a round of applause, people. We love it. We're happy that you guys are pushing for all the things that you need to put pushing for. But listen, let me get into the show. A lot to cover. I mean, shit. Jeremiah Smith just jumped out there, just like the offensive lineman from Texas A&M. Jeremiah Smith jumped out there. Jeremiah Smith from the crib. He's back. Jeremiah Smith in Jeremiah Smith terms, man. Fuck them. They keep talking about that motherfucking shit back in the day. So we're gonna talk about Jeremiah Smith. We're gonna get into Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you're one of them. It's unfortunate that we have to play against ourselves in these next few games. We're gonna Jeremiah Smith, best player on their team, and then they got Ennis over there. We're gonna have to play against ourselves. That's gonna be the thing that we're gonna talk about when we get to the University of Miami portion of this broadcast right here. Hey, look, we're gonna talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump off the fucking chain. I mean, the man just took the people off. This motherfucker's a gangster. Trump is a fucking gangster. As you can see, I don't vote with them Epstein files because I just don't understand it. You know, why everybody's so obsessed over getting the files, but I do understand it from the Democratic standpoint. I do understand why getting the files is so important at this time. But we're gonna get into some of the shit that Donald Trump got going on. Also, we're gonna get into University of Miami football. I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna break it down again. I'm gonna break the whole thing down like I did last week when I broke it down of how the University of Miami is going to beat Ohio State. I'm break that shit down. You know, just like I did last week. I mean, at the end of the day, people, this is gonna be a great show. We got so much stuff to cover. And Nicki Minaj, in the words of Chad Johnson, child, please. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, what them people done gave you, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj and her little escapades and all that and more. All that and more. But I gotta start off like this. People, we are going to the end of the year. We're going into 2026. Hopefully you got your shit together. Because if you ain't got your shit together going into 2026, I don't know what to say. We made it through 1 year of the Orange Man. We made it through 1 year of the Orange Man. Listen, we got to go to another year of the Orange Man. We got midterms coming up from the political standpoint, but right now it's all about sports. It's all about sports. It's all about college football. It's all about the NFL football. We're segueing into NBA basketball, and that shit is going crazy already. And we're going to have a conversation about some of the things that some of these NBA players are doing similar to what some of these NFL players are doing. But let me just kick it off right here by saying this, people. These are the people who we beat at Texas A&M. All right. Don't fucking laugh. That was Texas A&M. I posted that, and I was like, he's going to have a good vacation. And the comments under my post on X was fucking hilarious. But they're different at Texas A&M. You go to the game, and this is from all my friends. You go to the game, and they're like, hey, guys, have a good time. If you guys need anything, please feel free to ask us. Hey, good luck. Good luck. All my friends, they told me that the first time we went to Texas A&M. They told me that the next time. I'm like, they're giving Get Out. Is that some Get Out shit going on at Texas A&M? Are they like really that different? I don't understand. I'm trying to understand what's going on over there. I mean, they're not like your traditional. You think this will be allowed at the Longhorns game? All right. I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to go Dave Chappelle. I don't want to go Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna stop right there. But that was the 12th man. That's who we were playing against. And then that little thing before the game is on a whole nother level also. They got like people running around at night. It's like 31,000 people in the stands, and they have all kind of, it's like Halloween. I'm glad our guys got out of there in one piece. But speaking of our guys getting out of there in one piece, people, yeah, that is the 12th man. I don't know what they got going. That's something different in Texas. I wouldn't want to be caught up there late at night. Give me your brains, Luther. We need your brains. We need your fucking brains, bro. We need to turn you into. Let me stop. I don't want to go Dave Chappelle. Y'all, I'm just gonna stop right there because I can't have the show. I can't have the show on that. What's up, Glow? How y'all doing? Where y'all at? I see my people in the chat. I see some of y'all from YouTube. I see a lot of y'all from Facebook. Hey, look here, man. Holla at me in there. Put every comment. If you got something to say, you got something to ask me, feel free to do that. But right now, goddammit, we get ready for the Ohio State University. And Ohio State University, they're talking shit already. They are talking shit already.
Florida and everything. Is there still animosity with Ohio State based on that 2002 national championship game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you see it all over the internet, all over Twitter. They still talking about that. It's, 20 years later, but they're still worried about it. But we got something for them come New Year's Eve.
We got something for them for New Year's Eve. That's Jeremiah Smith. He's from down here. He's from Miami Gardens. We got something for them. Well, the last person said they had something for us with a little fat boy. No disrespect for fat people, but the little fat boy from Texas A&M, he had some shit to say like that too. And you see what that got him? Got his shit pushed in. Got his shit pushed in. So Jeremiah Smith, I like Jeremiah Smith. He's a hometown kid. We always gonna root for our hometown kids, but at this point right now, Jeremiah, you are from Ohio. You're from Columbus, Ohio. This is us against you and the rest of them people. You and Ennis and anybody else, Brett, who sent all y'all up there, who continuously send players from South Florida to Columbus, Ohio. We FSC, we'll get FSE or whatever y'all ain't South Florida Express anymore because y'all National Express. Don't even get y'all there. Oh, we're gonna whoop Ohio State ass. We owe y'all. From this point on, people, in these college football, in this college football playoff, from this point on, we're gonna have to beat ourselves. We're gonna have to beat Jeremiah Smith. That's ourselves. He's from South Florida. We're gonna have to beat two receivers from Alabama and Georgia. We're gonna beat the receiver from Georgia who's at Miami because none of these receivers got no business playing at these other places. They're supposed to be at Miami. But we have obviously the worst receiver coach, in my opinion, in college football, Kevin Beard, who hopefully by the time this shit is over with, they send his ass packing. Because all these receivers are supposed to be here. Even the 5-star that we lost that ended up going to Syracuse. We lost to Syracuse. A 5-star. Straight off 71st Street. Whose mother is in the fucking University of Miami Hall of Fame. Don't tell me to stop it. How you get out recruited by friends who at the signing day had not won but one game? Fuck him. He gotta go. But meanwhile, back to the business at hand. Jeremiah Smith. Don't do no more interviews. Because you're not from Ohio. You just got a job to do over there. You're going to do your job and all that. We're going to shut you down. You got a job to do. Do your job. Don't take on the life of these people in Columbus, Ohio. Don't take on the life of these people because look, you got to come back home. We know you're a Cane. We know you. Jeremiah, we know you're a Cane. We know you're a Cane. You bleed orange and green. It's just, I can understand you didn't want to play for this shit-eating ass receiver coach that we have. I understand. I can understand that, Jeremiah. So I love it. But we're going to shut your ass down. We're going to shut your ass down. We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut Tate down. We're going to shut the running back down. That running back something special. I like that fucking running back. That running back. Ooh. But y'all ain't got but 4 plays. You don't have but 4 plays. See, let me just, like I did last, because I'm obviously I'm not coaching right now. And I get to sit down and look at the game. I'll get to sit down, go through the film, look at the film like I'm getting ready to play and a football game. I get to do that, right? And so here's Ohio State. This is Ohio State offense. They got 3 plays on offense. When they put the tight end at the hip, what they do is they try to outnumber you on the other side. They then run. They put the running back in the pistol. Bo Jackson, his name. Fucking running back named Bo Jackson. Oh, y'all gonna think Bo Jackson's son of whatever it is back there. The motherfucker can run. He's real shifty. So you got Bo Jackson to deal with. You have Jeremiah Smith. Then you have Tate. And in the red zone, you got Ennis. They parade Ennis ass in, another kid from South Florida. Another South Florida kid. We got to play against each other. We got to play against our own team. So, Bo Jackson, when you see the tight end getting the hip and they pull around the corner, Bo Jackson gets the ball in the pistol from the side, and he goes around the corner and does what? Finds his way through the crack and get shifty and get missing up the seam. Then they do play action off of that. Jeremiah Smith, if he's being pressed, he's going to go straight down the field. He's going to go on the go route. I don't want to give y'all terminology because I might lose some of y'all. Then you have Mr. Tate. Mr. Tate normally is similar to what I told y'all about number 1 last week. Tate is the bubble guy. Tate is the guy who lines up in the slot. Then you had the other receiver. Then tight end will get a little jazzy. But they're only really playing. They don't really have about 4 or 5 plays, to be honest with you. Jeremiah Smith, if you're playing him off, he's going to run a comeback. He's not going to get that many yak yards. His stop and start is not like that. He's a big receiver. He's a big receiver. Not as physical as he should be. If he was playing with Michael Irvin down there talking to him, he would be a lot more physical than what he is, but he'll catch the comeback. He's going to do the dirty work, and he's going to get the way he got to go at. And once you stop the running game, that's pretty much stops the whole entire offense. The quarterback, he's a young guy. You got to make him uncomfortable. And I like his interview because he already took notice of our defensive front, and he respects it. And he know we coming. When they start talking about the defensive front, then they automatically know you're coming. But again, Mr. Bo Jackson, start with him. Stopping his ass. We can stop Jeremiah Smith. We ain't scared of him. We can stop that. And I got 13 back there going to intercept that motherfucker. Put 13 over the top. If I was playing him, and let's keep it a buck. I coached against Jeremiah Smith quite a few times at Edison when he was at Chaminade. If it was me, I would put my worst cornerback on Jeremiah Smith, and I would have 13 over the top. Because 13 is a ball hawk. Ball in the air, 13 going to the ball. I would take my best cornerback and put it on Tate. If Tate lines up in the slot, okay, Tate, that's fine. Line your ass up in the slot because now you got backers coming up underneath you and you got safety over the top. You just got high load, and then we could run all kind of sexy shit on that same side over there that you want to be at. Now, you need to look at, and this I'm gonna give you all a little something to do. You need to look at the Indiana film when it comes to stopping their offense. Don't look at Rucker film to show you how not to stop their offense. Look at Wisconsin film and show you how not to stop their offense. But look at Indiana. It wasn't no Indiana quarterback that did some world-beating shit in that game. No. Our front is better than our defensive front and our offensive, our 2 fronts, O-line and D-line, is better than anything that they've seen in their whole year. They have not seen anything like that. We can run the ball up the middle on them, and our D-line is going to get physical with them on their front. So I see us. If Shannon Dawson don't fucking call all these crazy-ass plays, that's Jesus Christ. If he don't call all these tricked up plays, losing yards and shit, just run right at them with Fletcher and Pringle. And the other boy, is Martinez still here? Yeah. If we run right at them, just do what we do. Go back to old Mario and then add a little pulling into it and add a little outside zone. Pringle come in, we go outside zone, we take Pringle out of the backfield, throw it to him and all that kind of sexy shit like that. Get sexy, Shannon. Don't be coaching with your nuts crossed. Get sexy. Because this shit will be over before you know it. The game is going to be fast. We're not going to be playing in no swirling ass wind. It ain't going to be no swirling ass wind like it was at Texas A&M. See, a lot of people want us to throw the ball downfield. But when you're throwing the ball in a 30-mile-an-hour wind, it's difficult. Did you see the field goal that we attempted? That ball went, woo! The ball just took off and went someplace else. And so at the end of the day, we're playing in my stadium, my Dallas Cowboys stadium, even though we're horrible. We got to get rid of Jerry Jones. We're playing in Jerry's world. And we're going to be able to be fast in the motherfucker. So advantage us because we are a fast team. We play in a fast conference. We play in an up-tempo conference. They playing in a physical team, physical conference where it's more pound and ground because that's what Big Ten football is. Another advantage. Our defensive coordinator came from Minnesota, Big Ten, and Rucker. So he knows them very well and what they do. But here's the kicker. The head coach from Ohio State is taking over the play call. He's taking over the play calling. He in his feelings because his offensive coordinator has moved on to South Florida. So he's a little tingled or taken back by the fact that his play caller is now moving to South Florida. And he knows that he's going to have to start trying to recruit South Florida players. So he doesn't trust his player. Now, here's what we got to do. We got to get fucking JoJo the ball. We got to get Pringle in the game. We got to get JoJo the ball. This game, on both sides of the ball, is going to come down to Miami players. You see, every year we go get all these guys in the portal from everywhere. We got some dude last year in the portal playing slot, drop every fucking thing. We get all these out-of-towners, but this shit comes down to Miami players. When Malachi fumbled that ball, you know what? The craziest thing in the world, I said, that's the best thing happened. Because I know his mom and I know his daddy. They're fucking dogs. And I know Dade County football. Dade County football is like, hold the fuck on. Hold on. Give me another opportunity. Oh, I'm going to make it do what it do. Hell no, that ain't me. So you know what the DNA is made up of this young man and all them other kids. Get the Miami boys the ball. Fuck that. Hey, man, look here, man. It was fine that you came from LSU. It was fine that you came from an all-boys school. This ain't y'all, but y'all did enough to help us get right here, right now. This shit about Dade County. Dade County football players on a whole nother level. That's why I be laughing when I hear them jokers on Twitter talk about all this bullshit about these players from everywhere else and why we getting so many players from South Florida. We get players from South Florida because South Florida players are the best goddamn football players in the entire world. That is why the best receiver on Alabama team is from South Florida, came from the University of Miami. Best receiver on Georgia came from South Florida, University of Miami. We got so many goddamn players on our roster that we can give Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State fucking players and make them the best players on their roster. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So we're playing against ourselves. Yes, Chuck. Yes, Chuck. Big Ten is physical, Chuck. You're right. Big Ten is physical. But they're built to play in the cold. They're built to play in the cold weather. Half of the year is in the cold weather. We're built to play in the South. We don't have to deal with snow and rain and snow and cold and the Tundra Bowl and all that bullshit. That's why when we get that up in Jerry's world, shit gonna be real fast. They ain't gonna know that they ain't gonna understand that kind of speed. See, everybody been seeing that Oregon speed, but not the physicality. Not the physicality. Not that type of shit like this here.
Tillman to make the toss as the visitor. It's a head and it's...
You see that? You see that? That's what we going back to that. See, everybody keep talking about, Luke, is Miami back? When we get back, this is what the fuck we will be on.
Tillman to make the toss as the visitor. It's a head and it's...
That's when we back. And I think I want to say that after the SMU game, you see we got a little different. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised as them players didn't go over there and have a conversation with Mario and say, Mario, we ain't come here to beat Alabama. I know you coach Nick Saban and Alabama shit. We did not come here to play at Alabama. If we wanted to go play at Alabama, we'd have went there in some Starlock 13 type shit. We'd have went there into some military type shit. We came to play at the University of Miami because we wanted to be a part of swag. Now, we came to play for you, Mario, because you say you bringing the U back. And this shit, what we got going on, we feel too motherfucking. We feel like we at Alabama, and we didn't come to play at Alabama. I can bet you any amount of money them players had to have a conversation with Mario. Said, man, you need to loosen this shit up. We looked at the U documentary. Fucking Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis, Adrian James, all them dudes talked to us about wearing the U. You played here. But you're not coaching like that. You're coaching like you're at Alabama. You got us all tightened up. That's why I love it when you see Baines and all them on TV talking that motherfucking shit. This is the fucking you. This is the fucking you.
Tillman to make the toss as the visitor. It's a head and it's...
It takes a coach with some nuts like Jimmy Johnson to send them out there. You know what the fuck they want? That's Jerome Brown. God bless his soul. That is the architect. Don't get it twisted. By no means necessary. They can talk about everybody in the world. My boy Sapp, I love him to death. He's the most highly decorated Hurricane in the history of the University of Miami, and they treat him like shit, and we're going to talk about that also. 400-seat nosebleed. The fucking people over there won't even put his name in to be in the College Football Hall of Fame. That is the saddest shit in the world. We're going to get into that. As soon as the season over, we got some things we got to straighten out down there in Coral Gables. We're going to work on that. But Jerome Brown, my friend, the architect of the University of Miami swag, the aggressiveness and all that shit, and you see the other dude there, the other dude y'all don't even hear about. That's Winston Moss. That's Winston Moss on there. Winston Moss ain't nothing to be fucked up with. Winston Moss is nothing to be fucked up with, people. Look who called me. Warren Sapp, quarterback killer. Sapp, I'm doing a podcast right now. People, those two, Winston Moss and Jerome Brown, they were the enforcers of the team. Remember they went with the fatigues and shit? You played like this. Those two right there, you see in that picture, not Highsmith. Those two, Winston Moss and Jerome Brown. Coaches, y'all can leave now. We looked at the film. We saw who played like pussies. We're going to have our own little team meeting, gentlemen, down in the weight room. Them two right there allegedly whooped a whole bunch of people's asses. The coach didn't have to tell people to leave. They left on their own. if you wasn't about that Kane life, you would see these two, Winston Moss, Jerome Brown, not to be fucked up with. And then you had the agitator, Melvin Bratton. What the? You had the agitator. But I'm just saying, people, those are the architects. We get back. We're slowly getting back to that. So I love it. We ain't got no penalties. We had to talk shit. We hitting. Hey, when you heard the man in the tunnel say hit, stick, and butt dick, that's what the hell we was on about. We're gradually getting back to that. We're gradually, you got to turn them loose. Mario, turn them loose. This game is fucking personal. This is personal. They stole our shit. Very personal, people. Speaking of personal, Jesus Christ. Speaking of personal.
It don't take much. We not far from success. You know, it's all of us thinking the same thing at the same time. You know, that's all it is. And I think we get closer to it. I think each and every day, each and every game, each and every rep, you know, we get closer to everything. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for everything. I'm definitely didn't love the outcome of this game, but I understand it's a lot that we did win. You know, we won mentally today. And that's something, you know, I'll take and move forward with.
See, I have to segue to Cleveland Browns, Shador, my nephew. I love him to death. Love him to death. Love Prime. Prime is my guy. I fuck with him. His old man used to be on the road with me and Hammer. I love him. We family. That's my little nephew there. I fuck with him. The thing is, was so bad. Barring the NFL did some bullshit. They know they did some bullshit. He's getting opportunity, sitting there patiently getting opportunity. He's playing. Now you got everybody jumping on Stefanski. Rightfully so. He's played his role in the fuckery because he drafted a guy that's obviously that we all see that wasn't better than him in the third round. Shador's out there playing on fifth round money right now, borderline free agent money. Meanwhile, you got motherfuckers like Tua, you got motherfuckers like Deshaun Watson, you got motherfuckers like Dylan Gabriel, you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's making a whole bunch of money that's not living up to the standards that this young man is. You can see the growth in this young man every year. You can see that he's the guy that's willing to change that franchise. The shit that they got going on in the front, number 68, and all them offensive linemen. Look, I don't give a shit about them not being starting offensive line. I don't care about that. The bottom line is, if you're not a starter, you want to be the starter. You're sitting over there just like him, and you're waiting for your opportunity. So when you get an opportunity, you are getting an opportunity of a lifetime to say that I'm a starter, but you don't go out there playing like no fucking bitch. 68, getting your shit pushed in. Let this man get his ass tore up out the frame. Look at you got the 44-year-old motherfuckers coming in, playing over there at the damn the Indianapolis Colts. Did you see his pocket the other night? It's nobody touched him. He probably got touched one time. You look at Shador, and I see these pundits on here always complaining, oh, he had a bad game. Oh, he got 2 interceptions. Oh, this and that there. Dummy, look at the interception. 68 is getting his ass pushed into the pocket, right into the fucking quarterback. So you take a drop, 3-step drop, 5-step drop, and you go in here, but you got this motherfucker kicking all the way back, plus getting pushed all the way into the quarterback. And for the people to do this here, that's why the ball's getting knocked down, people. And these people know that. So they get on there, they talk the bullshit. They know that, they see that. I agree. Look, Willie, you say Shador need to get out of there. Part of me are saying yes, and another part of me is saying no, because I'm looking at 10 who got injured. 10 is a good player. 44 is a good player. Njoko, he don't want to play no more. Even though he's from Miami, he don't want to fucking play no more. Myles Garrett is love the team. Myles Garrett is what you can build on. They just need a few pieces on the offensive line. The 2 running backs, obviously, it's good. Hey man, Judy is a number 2. They need to go get a number 1 receiver. And they need to build, they got a defense. They need to take the defensive coordinator, make him the head coach, tell him, no, you can't go get no defensive coordinator. You got to stay your ass right there and be the defense coordinator. Hey, look, man, they're going to fire Mike McDaniels. His ass is grass. You make Mike McDaniels the offensive coordinator. I'm fixing Cleveland right now. I'm always fixing somebody. They're going to start paying me for this shit. I'm going to start fixing people. Mike McDaniels to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns defensive coordinator, not a head coach. Keep the running back coach. Get rid of the offensive line coach. You got to go. And the special team coach, your ass is fired when the last whistle blow. Just pack your shit up. You need to, that is the worst special team. The O-line and the special team. I sit there and look at Cleveland because my nephew is over there. Every week, I'm looking at more Cleveland Browns than I looked at that shit when Duke Johnson was over there. I'm sitting there looking at that shit, man. I never seen, that is the worst football you could ever imagine. Head coach, offensive line, offensive coordinator, O-line coach, special team coach, all them motherfuckers got to go. And you can fix it. Go get Mike McDaniels. That's all he could do. He could call plays. He can call plays. Him and Shador, they'll make lovely, and then have them bring Waddle with you because the Dolphins is going to be tanking. Get Achane and Waddle and Mike McDaniels from the Dolphins and 2 O-linemen, veterans. Don't go drafting nobody. Don't be like my man Stockton. Stockton said he don't draft no goddamn O-line. And he the best O-line coach in the world at Philadelphia Eagles. So that's what you do. But speaking of all that, Cleveland Browns, I mean, here's some shit that just Draymond Green in a heated argument with the head coach. And he walks off. What's different between that and AB? Receiver, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, walking off in the middle of the game. What's different between that? What's different between the receiver who's down at the Cowboys trying to resurrect his career, playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, just stop blocking, fuck that shit. I want to say this to all these players. I'm going to take a different approach to them. I'm going to take a totally different approach to these guys because I coach high school football. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm coaching this year. And this is the first time I said this. Because of the toxic environment of parents and players. Because they're looking at this. This is okay. They're looking at this. They're looking at this is how you play the game. You get into it with your coach and then you walk the fuck off. That is what happens in our practices every day. Now, mind you, we old school coaches, you don't walk off. Walking off is some bitch shit. That's showing, what is that showing? You have no, you're showing these kids that this is acceptable. Draymond Green, AB, Tyreek Hill, all the rest of them, that this is what accepted. We see the pros doing it. This is how we're going to conduct ourselves at high school. This is how we're going to conduct ourselves in college. This is how we're going to conduct ourselves in the pros. This is what is acceptable. This is the new way of doing business. I'm saying they need to start cutting some of these motherfuckers. Because the new generation of kids think this is okay. And they don't feel like, the Draymond Greens and all of them don't feel like they have a responsibility. They don't think they have a responsibility. That kids are looking at them and looking up to them. They're doing all these fucking commercials. You're doing all these fucking commercials. You're on TV. You're playing on these prominent teams and get ready to put you on Christmas Day. And you got the other Pittsburgh Steelers dude. He want to swing on the motherfucker in the stands. Do you know how much shit we hear as a high school coach from people in the stands? You this, you that, you ain't shit, you blah, 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 all this bullshit from the stands and from the parents and the fans. So you gonna go and grab a dude with some blue fucking hair and swing on him? Really? Really? In the middle of a football game? 2-game suspension? No, that ain't enough. It's not enough. All of these things the league and these teams are condoning and they're allowing these things to happen. This should have been passed down to these kids, because what happens to these kids on this level here? They do some dumb shit like that. They get kicked off a high school team. Their career is virtually done. I kicked off with them same kind of antics, a 4-star committed receiver to the University of Miami. I don't give a shit. Some coaches, when you get an old school coach like me, oh no, we ain't gonna be talking about, oh, okay, no, you're gonna respect your elders and you're gonna respect authority. Because what Draymond Green did right there was show every kid that you don't respect the head coach, you don't respect authority, you don't respect some other grown person, that you just get mad at the boss, the head coach, and you take your motherfucking mouthpiece and your fucking girdle and you go into the goddamn locker room. So that's what our kids supposed to look at. If I'm the goddamn, whoever the hell that commercial is he running, if I'm them, I'm pulling the fucking commercial right now. I'm pulling your motherfucker down. Run Clark, if y'all want to talk about something, you and Stephen A. Smith, that's what y'all need to talk about. The effects of the actions of adults and how it affects these kids, because I'm dealing with these kids on a daily basis. I got a youth program that I had over fucking 35 years in a blighted community where I come from called Liberty City, where there's killing, murder, you name it. And half of the shit that's going on in our communities is bickering beef shit like this. That's why when the comedian and goddamn Shannon Sharp was going at it, my good friend, I man, what the fuck y'all doing, bro? What are y'all doing? This is unacceptable. But it passes down to the point where a guy like me, when one of my players act crazy like that, oh really? You gonna talk to me any kind of way, boss? You can take your shit and go somewhere else. Granted, I pray for the young man and his family and everything about it. Got him a new team. Okay, fine. Learn from it. Have a successful career. I pray for these kids who get caught in those situations, like when they get caught in the situations with old school coaches like me and others out there. Some of us are not going to stand for the bullshit. The message needs to be sent that this is unacceptable. You will get kicked off the team. This guy from Pittsburgh Steelers, you're going to go grab some fucking dude with a blue head, and now you lose $550,000. 2-game suspension, $550,000. You thought that was okay? Sit your ass on the bench like Buddy over there from Philadelphia and read a fucking book. Why are you even worried about what these people saying in the stands? You know when you go to the opponent team stadium, they're going to talk shit. What's the example that y'all setting for these kids? Jesus Christ. That's why ain't nobody in this generation, you're going to tell me nobody in this generation of athletics can ever compare to the last generation. Everybody be talking about, this one better than Jordan and this one better than this one and all that. Man, hold on, man. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Because y'all used to this. But these guys got to stop this because it's being passed down to these kids. And these kids are hurting because if they get thrown off of their team, a lot of times they don't have anywhere to go. Then the coach, the high school coach, when the university called me up and asked me all the things that's on the checkbox, he's a good teammate. Is good in class. Does work hard in the weight room. Is he coachable? Now, mind you, high school coaches like me, we can't lie because we're fucking with that coach's livelihood. He has to pay for his kids. Does he smoke dope and all that? Does he respect women? That asks us all these questions about your kids and these kids. If we lie and the kid goes to that school and he's not coachable, he disrespect girls, he smoke all the dope in the world, he has bad grades. If you think that coach is coming back to my school to ask for another player? You just fuck with his livelihood. Because the coach said, hey, look, man, you asked Coach Luke about this dude. You done brought this dude here. This dude don't show up to the meetings on time. He's smoking all kind of fucking dope. He done flunk all kind of tests. He's uncoachable. He wants to talk back to the coach and be disrespectful. He want to walk off the field when he get all mad and shit because he saw fucking Draymond Green and AB do some dumb shit like that. So I guess that was acceptable in Miami. Don't ever go and get another player from Coach Luke in your life. So now it's Coach Luke for the time. So I'm going to take one numbnut to now affect all the other kids coming behind him? No, it's not going to happen. Ain't nobody lying like that. Because I'm not going to affect that coach in his livelihood, and I'm not going to affect the kids that's coming behind him. And that's just how this shit goes, people. So when people like Draymond Green and all them do all that kind of wild shit, then fine, so be it. Then he need to be fucking suspended. Send a message out to him. Speaking of sending a message, Dave Chappelle off the chain. Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna get into the whole Dave Chappelle thing. Y'all look at the show. Look at the show. And we'll discuss Dave Chappelle on Friday. I had a birthday yesterday, so I got to sit down. Man, let me tell you, I do stupid shit too. I'm so stupid. So I play top golf with my son. We hitting golf balls. What ends up happening, I tweak my knee. So I come back home, ice my knee. You know, my football coach put ice on it. Okay, all right, let it heal up and all that. Put the ice on it, but then my crazy ass, you know what I want to do? I go and I'm going to put an ice pack on my knee, and then I'm going to lay down and go to sleep, and the ice pack is going to melt, and I'm going to be okay in the morning. I'm going to take a Advil, and I'm going to be perfect. Mind you, I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, feel like I was on fire. I'm like, I'm on fire. I look down and my whole leg is burnt. I got 2nd-degree burn on my birthday. Now my leg leaking like a faucet. If I show y'all this, it's so fucking gross. It's so gross. But again, that's how it is. This fucking Trump took the oil from Venezuela. They asked Trump, hey Trump, what you gonna do with that oil, man? Trump said, fuck that shit, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna put it in storage. Is that some gangster shit? Trump said, I should have had the clip. This man said, I'm gonna sell it all. They said, well, I'm keeping the ships. So the fuck you gonna get it? That's what they did. That's what they did with TikTok. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna leave y'all on TikTok, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take your shit and sell it to one of my homeboys who put a lot of money in my campaign. You see how this shit go? Shouts out to Mexico. How y'all doing in Mexico? This man off the chain. You see Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton said, fuck that shit, man. Release all the goddamn footage. Release no, I ain't have nothing. Release all the shit.
Florida and everything, is there still animosity with Ohio State based?
Yes! I'm gonna keep showing that shit the whole fucking day. But meanwhile, Nicki Minaj. Nicki, some of these women, they lonely for attention. They're lonely for attention. I'm trying to, Nicki Minaj, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Can somebody talk to her in your camp? Are you still affiliated with somebody? Nicki Minaj, Turning Point? Do you really know what these fucking people are all about? You know what they're all about? You know what they're on? You're gonna sit down there with Kirk's wife? These people done said everything in the world about black people. They deliberately targeted black people. Nicki, have you lost your fucking mind? Are you serious? I mean, you start fucking with Cardi B, and I guess you need some more attention. Are you lonely for attention, Nicki? Are you really lonely for attention? You're fighting with the little girls, the girls who got these little hot songs. You know, it's like these old basketball players and football players who get on TV and talk shit about these young ones, knowing they did some of the same shit that they did. They didn't live the squeaky clean life. And then they get on there, they want to bash these new guys and they don't want to show them no respect and give them no props for nothing. I'm not like that. Hey, look, I'm never going to be on there talking about, oh, that ain't hip hop, that ain't rap, that ain't this, because they said it about me. I learned from a guy named Joe Koski. Joe Koski said, look, if you selling a motherfucking record, that means somebody like it. And you can never knock that individual for liking that record. If you sell them, then you are now in the record business. I ain't never going to do no shit like that. I'm not sitting up here going to criticize these young boys. I don't know half of their fucking name. They come up to me, I'm at the fight, and they, young guy here and a little pretty girl here and another one, young one here. Shit, the only ones I know is Shabba Ranks and Shaggy. And all the young guys, hey, look here, their girlfriends is telling them, that's Uncle Luke. It's like, oh, really? So it's like, I respect all these young people. Let them have their moment. So you see Nicki going after everybody who got a new album and wanting to talk shit, and now you over there with Charlie Kirk. It's like you're looking for attention right now, Nicki. Nicki, you're looking for attention. Look, we could deal with the Kim Kardashian and going up there caping with Donald Trump and all that, and this other boy, Nicki, you're giving me Kanye West right now. Kanye West go fuck around with Trump, and you, Nicki, you want to go out here with Turning Point. If you were to ask me, Nicki, Luke, which one? I just want some attention right now. Should I go talk to the Turning Point? You know how she talk. Should I go talk to Turning Point, or should I go talk to Donald? I would say, Nikki, if those are the only two you gave me, yes, Luke, those are the only two. So you got to pick one for me. I'd like go talk to Trump. Not them motherfuckers. Not fucking them people. You're sitting up there with Kirk's wife. Meanwhile, look at this shit.
Black culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role
influences?
models. I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia.
Straight from the dead, Nikki. Straight from the motherfucking dead. The head man, Charlie Kirk, who's unalive, did not like you, Nikki. He did not fuck with you. So what? This man just said, I don't like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Hold on, let me let him say it again.
Black culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role
influences?
models. I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj. So if the husband of the wife, we know she's doing something different. Y'all let Candace Owens deal with that. If this man, the founder of Turning Point, who's unalive, said, you're a bad influence, why are you over there sitting on the stage with them? What are you doing, Nikki? Also, the white guy could say something negative about you, but when the black girl say something negative about you, you lost your motherfucking mind. So you over there sitting down with them. What did they give you, Nikki? You like Tariq Nasheed and all them, in my opinion, them giving them whatever to then turn black people against black. Them people don't like black people. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like your kind. The founder said it. He thinks you're a bad influence on black culture. People, this man and that foundation is the people who said DEI is bad. Black students should be kicked out of school. If I get on the airplane and I see a black pilot, I'm nervous. I'm getting off the plane. And you over there fucking with these people? You need that much attention, Nikki? Go do a fucking record and get some attention. Go do a fucking record, Nikki. If anybody's gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all doing too much, man. Some of y'all are doing a little too fucking much. Well, you need to go sit your ass down somewhere. I really don't understand this. Y'all make it make sense in the chat. People in the chat, please tell me. There's nothing you can do over on that side with them people over there. Them people don't fuck with black people. Look, I respect that. If y'all don't fuck with black people and that's y'all thing, okay, fine. We don't fuck with y'all. That's fine. I'm a Constitution guy. I went to the Supreme Court and won for freedom of speech. First Amendment. I believe in the Constitution. Well, they don't believe in the Constitution. They believe in the Constitution only applying to them. They still think black people, black men, and black women are half of men. They don't think that black folks have the right to have a job. They think we ain't smart enough. They think they're giving our education for us. They think we the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Meanwhile, we done invented everything. And meanwhile, we work harder than we do everything better than them. Those are divider and conquerors. You go sit down with the people who want to erase black culture. You have some island descent in you, Nikki, and they want to send all your people back. But you sitting over there with these motherfuckers here. Now, everybody has the right to fuck around with who they want to fuck around with. And Nicki, you have the right to do that. But I have the right to call you out on that shit. Because that's some bullshit. That's some absolute bullshit. You're too talented. You're too bright. You're too smart to know that you have no business fucking with them people. Absolutely no business fucking with them people. Meanwhile, I gotta show some black folks some love. Let me show. It's point to show them every week. When people send me some stuff, like my girl Glow, nice packaging. She's in the chat. Am I got it right? That's Glow right there. Glow is a designer. She do all of her stuff on her own, at her home, in the confines of her home. Look what Glow got me blinging. I don't know if y'all can see the bling. I don't know if y'all can see. Glow made this hat for me for my birthday. Don't hate. Glow made this hat for my birthday. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this hat. Glow made me a beautiful hat. Thank you, Glow. She's in the chat. I want y'all to do this, right? This lady customly makes these things. And you all need to go to her website and order some stuff. Look at that. There's another one. I got the black rhinestones. See that? Glow. And listen. Glow, please send me a cash app because I need to pay you for this. I don't want nothing for free because you are a lady. But I'm going to listen. Glow made this other, she made this other hat. I got to go get it. Let me let y'all, I got to go get it. I'm going to let y'all look at this while I go find this damn hat. I'm going to let y'all look at it. Speaking of Nicki Minaj, I'm going to let y'all look at this while I go find the hat.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak?
Oh, damn, I'm supposed to be doing a motherfucking interview here.
Yeah,
Hey.
back to me.
Right, back to Miss Kim. All right, now,
I just-
this movie? You mentioned it.
The home.
It's not a porno flick.
So,
I'll stress that.
what kind of flick is it gonna be?
It's supposed to be like a movie about my life, and it would probably be like sexual scenes in a movie,
Okay,
but not really.
okay.
And if not, then
What did I just turn on? I thought I was letting y'all look at, the Tupac interview. That was Lil Kim with no breasts. I thought I was letting y'all look at the Tupac interview. It is my birthday, so I get the fuck up. But listen, my girl Glow. What y'all doing in the chat? You're here? Listen, my girl Glow, this lady customly makes all this stuff. No, let me leave this on. Look at this hat. So my son needed a gift. He said, Dad, I need to get a gift for my grandmother, right? And you remember the peep show on Chuck, the grandmother, right? And the grandmother, big time AKA. So he needed a gift for his grandmother. So no glow. She does all these custom hats and shirts and everything like that. And look at this hat that Glow made for her. This is an AKA hat. Look at this hat. I don't know if y'all can see it good. Man, she got the button on there. She got the 1909 on there. She got the lady with the hair on there, with the AKA on there. This lady, this is all custom. I don't know if y'all can see it, how it's all customly designed, but Glow, you did this shit. And this is like, this kind of stuff you don't get in a store or nothing. Oh, you can see it better like that. Look at this. Look at this. You can appreciate it all right there, right now. The white is blowing it out. Look at it. 1908. The back. All that. Look at this. I'm telling you, this is a dope hat. And this lady customly makes these at her house. So I always try to show Black entrepreneurs some love. And make sure y'all follow her in the chat. She's on my YouTube page, Glow. Let me see what's the name of Glow Company. That's something for my son. It's this is her information. There's a lot going on right here, Glow. So y'all can, I don't get paid for this. I'm just showing her some love, some appreciation. Go put it in the chat so I can post it on here. But Glow, if you can put your information where they can find you in the chat, I can post it on here. But listen, man, I like to show sisters and brothers, Black entrepreneurs, love, because I know how it is when you are starting up a business and when you do good business. That's good shit. That's good custom, handmade with love. And you won't find that in the store. And that's the type of things that I like looking for. So again, I like to show brothers and sisters love when they're doing good work and when they're consistent and when they're on time and when it's all cost affordable. And so the thing is, we have to show each other love. We have to do that for all of us. And if we don't do that for each other, then what are we doing? You know, that's what 2026 need to be about. When we get there, I'm gonna have another show on Friday, which probably be the last show of 25. But that's what it needs to be all about. We need to support one another. We need the dollar to transfer more in our community. It's nobody else. There's nobody getting ready to come be our savior. There's nobody getting ready to save us. We have to save ourselves. You got these dividers, in my opinion, these dividers, these Tariq Nasheed and all them people. Leave them people over there. Let them stay over there. Let them keep doing what they're doing, you know, with white supremacists and all that there. But again, we can bond with other people, other races, other nationalities. There's some good white people. Some good Hispanic people. There's some people who are like mine. There's some good Republicans and there's some good Democrats. I'm not saying, hey, hang out, because a lot of the stuff I get done in the community is with Republicans, with bipartisan help and support. I truly believe in that. I don't get caught up with the shit on CNN and what they got going on Fox, because if I did, then we would never get anything done in this community and anywhere in the country. So the main thing, people, is just, hey, look, you got to look at this. You got to look at this going into 2026 and say, hey, look, man, how do I sit there and complain about what the orange man is doing? Do I sit there and complain about not being able because the groceries is high, the bills are high? Or do I come up with a strategy? Do I complain about AI? AI is going to take a whole lot of people's jobs. I'm sorry. You're going to find yourself out of a job. So you need to keep up with the times and the things that's going on in today's world, because yes, you can be that person who AI replaced. So you need to know what the fuck is going on with AI. You need to know what's going on with the world. Elon Musk's job is to erase everybody. That is why they're trying to kick as many people out of the country as they possibly can. Because yes, they do want your black ass back in them fields because the machine can't pick the cotton. It's too delicate. Unfortunately, that is what they want. So in 2026, people, we gotta learn to work together. We gotta bring this shit back. We gotta bring this shit back into a group. We gotta bring, and that goes for everybody. And look, are we gonna have some Uncle Toms? Are we gonna have some Stevens? Yes, we're gonna have some Stevens, but we need to identify those Stevens and lead them over there and say, y'all over there, we're over here. And don't get caught up with allowing them to divide and try to conquer us. Don't let them do that. If you own that, boss, you own that. We over here, we on the black thing, because when you look at it, if you got kids and if you got grandkids, you got nieces and nephews, you need to think about what's the world gonna be for them. What is it gonna be like in the next 20 years when we all gone? What's it gonna be for these these black kids in 20 years? What are they gonna be doing? What are we leaving them? So we need to start working together and building and bonding together. That's something they taught us not to do, but we need to break that cycle. We need to break the chain. We need to break the chain and work with one another. We need to break the chain. I had a brother come to me the other day. He was talking about his ticket system. He does tickets. He's like Ticketmaster. It's hard to break into the Ticketmaster world. He has a ticket company where you can purchase a ticket on the app and buy the ticket on black-owned, black-operated company. How difficult it is to get into the major arenas, because Live Nation control all the arenas and everybody else controls them, and so they have a tendency in, and everybody got a contract with Ticketmaster and all that. This is a black entrepreneur. So I'm sitting there like trying to help him. Hey, look, you can start over here, do this. I hear some suggestions. I'm gonna give you some free game all the time if you come to me the right way and give you my opinion. I'll give you some free game, because that's what we got to do. We can't look at another person and be sitting up there talking about, oh, you got a great idea. You trying to come up and then try to steal their ideal or steal something or take something from them. A large part of these people, that's what they do in this industry. But unfortunately, people, I want to say that's my show for the day. I got a show tonight. Guess what? I'm doing a private show for the Q Dogs. I'm not going to try to do no Q Dog salute and all that. I know they like the bow wow wow yippee yo yippee. I'm going to do a show for the Q Dogs tonight. That's going to be something else. A special private show. But listen, man, I had a great birthday. I want to thank God. I want to thank all y'all who gave me the birthday wishes on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. I want to thank everybody who gave me all those birthday wishes, because I really appreciate it. That's the love. I just, you never know how people love you, and until great things like birthday happen or something historic happen, and this year was a great year for me. I got a street named after me. My son is doing well. Everybody is healthy. And all y'all healthy, and all y'all who tune in are doing good, and your family is doing good, and I appreciate that. And I try to get on here to give y'all some good, encouraging words, and be able to get on here and talk some shit to put something different on your mind as to what you see on a daily basis from other podcasters and other media outlets, and just give you a totally different perspective. It's nothing to be like trying to convince you of doing, but just giving you a totally different perspective to put on your mind, so you could then make a conscious decision about certain things that's going on in life. Because I know in this rat race of the world, we have a tendency of not, we just see the news and the news go and be like, okay, we don't know what the fuck happened. We see things happening, but don't know what happened. We don't know the effects of certain things. And so I just try to get on here, give y'all my little opinion. But I had a great time, even though I had plans I was going to Tootsie's. I was going to live it up, have a big party and all that there. I had meetings and shit that I had to finish up. So I finished up. But what I did was I spent my birthday meeting on behalf of a couple of my friends. Because I looked at it, I said, I can meet these people who are down and I can meet on a different day and might not be able to meet. And because my schedule is so crazy. So I took my birthday and I went and I met some people to do some business on behalf of those people. Me making a dime out of it? No. But I thought that was a great birthday party. Even though my leg was all messed up, I was like, I can go to, my son took me out and we went to golf the day before. He said, Dad, we going to dinner? Nah, we did what we had to do the other day. But then just the mere fact that I was able to go and help them out on my birthday, you know, that was a beautiful thing for me. That was and to be able to connect people and create a deal to be able to help these other two individuals mean more than just going out to a dinner. I can do that anytime, which is what I'm going to do. I can go to Tootsie's anytime, you know, which I can do that at any given time. I can go to Joe Stone Crab. I can do whatever I want to do at any given time. So it was very, very important that I did that. And I feel good about it. So that's how I spent my birthday, in a meeting in West Palm Beach to help out two of my very good friends, help them and help their families and be productive. That was the most beautiful thing. That was one of the best birthdays I can ever say. And that was a milestone. It's a milestone birthday for me. A milestone birthday for me. So that milestone birthday, that's just what I'm made of. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining me. We'll be back on Friday, one day before the big game, one day before New Year's Eve, a lot of those things. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me on my Facebook page. Make sure if you want to follow me on my Facebook page, that's my fan page. That's Uncle Luke Campbell. And then you can also go to my YouTube page, which next year, a lot of this content is going to be first on YouTube. So you're going to have to go over to YouTube to see the show live. And I want to thank you guys for being on X. I love you all on X. Shouts out to all my good friends over there and all my good friends over there on Instagram. I learned how to hook up Instagram, but I don't think it gives you 45 minutes of content. It allows you to go live 45 minutes on Instagram. But for everybody else, I mean, I want you all to do this. I'm not going to see you for Christmas. I'm going to sing the song for you. Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one you love. That's that sad song. I can't sing Jingle Bells because Joy Reid told us what Jingle Bells is all about. But hey man, you guys have a great Christmas. You enjoy. When is Christmas? Wednesday? Am I on Wednesday? Today is Tuesday, so I'm supposed to be back on tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve because I missed Monday. But I might see you all tomorrow. But in the meantime, if I don't see you for Christmas, I want you all to have a beautiful Christmas, and I'll see you one day before New Year's Eve. But I love everybody. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and as usual, as always, I always give shout out to my man Walter Cronkite, because Walter Cronkite said these great and powerful words. May the good news be yours.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Carisha gone bring that Uncle Lou bag.